Welcome to this week's episode of Handy Mandy TV, and I'm going to be telling you all my tips and tricks on going super shopping for clothing. Specifically, I'm using reference to the day after I went down to the States to Chesterfield, and I came back, and so the day after I went to the Value Village 50% off sale. Yeah, I did a lot of shopping last week. So I am going to be telling you my tips and tricks to preparing, because if you're a super shopper, you're going to be there for hours and you got to make sure that you come prepared. So here it is. Alright, so let's get started. You want to dress comfortably so that you're not self-conscious about, oh, I'm too cold, or things are too bulky and I'm feeling restricted. You want to be completely comfortable, and you want to be wearing something knitted that stretches, that conforms to your body, so you're not constricted and uncomfortable, and it's body conforming so that you can layer whatever you're buying and trying on over top. The key is that you don't want to use a change room, because if it's super busy, you're going to have to wait like 20 to 30 minutes at least sometimes when you get there really early, and then what's the point? You're just wasting how much time? So I went to the last one, I didn't have to use a change room at all. Then again, I wasn't buying woven pants. That would be like the one exception to me that would require me to use a change room, because you can't put it over your tights. So here we go. I am wearing, these are tights from the garage, and the regular price is $18.50. I could have gotten it on sale, but I don't go to Winter that often. So, and I'm Canadian, so I understand the importance of wearing layers and staying warm. So I have some long johns underneath, so I wasn't going to be freezing my butt off, because I had to work that morning and then went later, and I still got quite a bit of stuff, but it was extremely cold outside, especially because I was wearing such thin layers. So, scarf, sweater, which can easily come off. I can put any jackets over top of this. It's not too big or bulky. This is a long sleeve shirt. I'm going to be warm, I'm going to be comfortable, and I'm going to be able to put any sweaters or jackets or anything like that over top, even some shirts. Now this is my tank top. This is if I want to try tops on over top, or dresses, and I am wearing, it's got spaghetti straps, so if I want something strapless, I can just take it off and tuck it underneath. And then with me, I like to be comfortable, so I'm wearing specifically a bra that has two straps. It's a sports bra, so it doesn't have that runner back in the back, where it goes straight down the back. So you want to find straps that are as thin as possible, that are going to be comfortable. And for me, it's also important that I'm not just flat, but I also can look like I'd be wearing my regular bra with push-up and everything else. So understand that there should be leeway. And then for shoes, make sure they're slip-on. You don't want any zippers, you don't want any like straps or anything you have to undo. Slip on, slip off, so that when you're standing in front of that mirror near the change room, or anywhere in the store where there's a mirror and you can try your stuff on, you don't want the hassle of having to undo your boots or whatever shoes that you're wearing. So they're comfortable. These are from Ardene's, so like 2 for $20. I've obviously worn them a couple times. So, and actually some of my skirts, I didn't even have to take the shoes off, but at the same time I wanted to make sure that I wasn't getting any of the dirt from my shoes onto the clothing that I may actually buy. So that's what you need for clothing. Alright, so now that you know what to wear, I'm going to tell you all the other things that you want to keep in mind. Next up, we're going to do, for me, my mom does not like shopping for super long. Like, she does not have the patience like I do. Like, when I go to Value Village, I can spend anywhere between 3 to 4 hours at a time. And I've done this at least 3 times and gotten super, super deals. So, when I say 3 tons, I mean shopping for the both of us. I had to bring her phone with a camera, take pictures of the garments on the rack, and then send it to her email so then I could call her and ask, so which outfits do you want? And the thing you want to keep in mind is check the email address. Like, make sure it's spelled correctly. I ended up sending it to the wrong one. I was spelling it .com. It was actually .ca. So I took pictures of like 20 different things that she could possibly wear, but then I was sending it to the wrong email. So then she was my ride. She came over and I had to get into the car and show her the pictures, and then she had to decide. So anyways, if you're going to be doing it that way, you should double check those email addresses and do like a dry run. Take a picture and send it to them and see if it's the right email. Just saying. If you're going to be shopping for multiple people, or even just yourself, and you're kind of new to the concept of, how do I explain this? Target shopping? Not like Target as in the store, like shopping specifically based on the colors that flatter you, sizes if you're doing for somebody else and it's not your own size. A lot of people, I noticed, they were just shopping all the way down the aisles, and it didn't look like they cared that if they're a super skinny person, they were getting into a largest, and obviously it's not going to fit, so by the time they get to the chamber, it's like, oh, this is too big. Well, really? I'm not, like, seriously. I'm not going to go into a large section and pick something that's not my size. Just saying. So, if you want, like, make a cue card or print off a sheet and have your name or whoever the other person you're shopping for, have your preferences. So like if they want like V-necks because it helps with their cleavage, or the like bigger straps for their tank top instead of little spaghetti straps. How, like if there's style lines on them, which one's more flattering to their figure, because maybe they're curvier and they have you know, like a belly or hips that they have to worry about, and they don't want it to make them look fat or anything like that. You know, everyone has different preferences, and if you have try-on clothes a lot and you're paying attention to those details, you're going to start figuring out which stuff works for you. So, and then you want to make sure to get those sizes. And I don't mean just small, extra small, medium, large, extra, triple large, or whatever. I mean also like the numbers. Because if you don't know what those numbers are, you're going to be like calling them up and be like, are you a 15 to 16 or a 2 to 4? And then if you haven't seen my little spiel on this, I'll put the link below, or I'll just make an extra little movie so you can see what I was talking about. I use this. This is Dewey Sadka's Hue Are You. It's a color test, and it has all of the colors so that you can figure out which ones look better on you. So I mean, this looks better on me than, yeah. So you want to figure out which colors look best on you, and that's why when you print off that little card, you can have those color swatches. So you want the ones that flatter you as primaries, and then the secondaries are the ones that you can pull off. So like me, marsh green is definitely not a flattering color, but I can still pull it off. So that would be my secondary color. Next is all the food that you want to bring with you. If you're shopping for 3 to 4 hours and you have a super high metabolism like mine, like I could eat, well, let's say my brother eats like a huge honking plate full of food. I could probably eat half to 2/3 of what he eats depending on how hungry I am. So I eat a generously big meal before I go so that my body is digesting that food, so that by the last couple of hours I'm then eating my snacks and I'm not depending on it while I'm shopping, because I don't want to get distracted by my hungry stomach. I get very impatient and like just irritated because I'm more concerned about my stomach instead of concentrating on the clothing and making sure that I'm getting a whole bunch of really good finds. So I really like these. These are power bars. This is Harvest Whole Grain Energy Dipped Double Chocolate. And just a little FYI, I got mine in the box Now oh my gosh, I was completely ecstatic when I found this out. This is a box of 15 bars at Winners for $15. I get the triple thread like power bars of this brand at a grocery store, and they're like $2.79 each. So to get them for $1 each is ridiculous. Now when I went back there, all I had left was Cliff Bars, which are like, you know, 70% organic content, blah blah blah, woof woof. But it said chocolate chip, but when I opened it up, it was not as appetizing. Like, if you want to, I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm not going to sacrifice good taste for organic, super, ultra healthy food. So I want the best of both worlds. I want something that's healthy, no preservatives, stuff like that, but I'm not going to sacrifice the taste. I did not like those Cliff Bars, and I'm certainly not going back. So, unfortunately, when I was talking to what seemed to be the manager, they can't take orders or requests. Apparently, if another store has what you want, say in a different town, but you don't want to, you know, pay the gas charges, they won't do transfers either, which really sucks. So, you know, you could always just call and keep checking up and seeing if they have any, and then if they do, go get it. The thing you want to keep up with, so Power Bar, I nibble on that every day. It doesn't matter if I'm shopping or not. But if you're going on your little shopping trip, make sure that whatever snacks you are filling, are healthy, so that you're not like feeling greasy with a bunch of chips and, you know, too sugary and sweet with lots of candy that are not going to give you energy. You want something that has fiber, so something like Triscuit or crackers, or don't bring anything that needs to be refrigerated, because you're there for 3 to 4 hours. Your stuff is going to go bad inside the purse. Another thing too is bring a bottle of water, because not only do you need to stay hydrated, because depending on how early you go, there's going to be a lot of people. You're all going to be squished together. It's going to get hot. You're going to get dehydrated, and you don't want to get thirsty. Like, if it's hot in there, it's going to get dry. Not to mention the fact that if you're super, super hungry, water is a great way to fill up your stomach so that you last longer. Like, I know it's going to go through your system really fast, but at the same time, you're hydrating and you're not feeling hungry. So you can keep going on shopping. So that's all I have to say for super shopping. I'm proud to say that this last trip, I did not use the change rooms at all. Again, any shorts or anything that I tried on which could fit over my tights were knits. So if they're woven like super skinny pants, yeah, I'm probably going to have to use change room. But thankfully this trip I didn't need it. So, last but not least, progress report. Alright, the last video I shot was Wednesday. This is now Sunday, so it's only been like a couple days, but this is the update for that little embroidery beading project. It's coming slowly. So now that I finished this lion's head, I'm going to be doing these feathers and the rest in here, and just trying to figure out exactly how to do this, because I don't have it like drawn out or colored or anything like that. Yeah, so, okay, bye!